Blowing everybody. Welcome to another episode of Daily Energy. The day is Lead You T Twin Urful, their witness. Lead You T Twin Urful, their witness. It is a day uh, of creativity, wager, adventure, loneliness, destiny, and magic. All right. So understand something about when you are feeling lonely, it's not the same thing as being alone. And take that time, utilize this time when you're feeling alone to get things done, because when you are in a relationship, you're married with children, all that stuff, you have to answer to somebody else. But right now you're seeing your loneliness as a disadvantage. All right, you're seeing this alone time as a disadvantage when this alone time is an advantage. Okay, this is hermit energy, this is Pisces energy, this is 12th house energy. It means it's a time to when you go in and you take care of yourself because you've been given to everybody else. So this time is important, my friend. And the faster you do this, the sooner you can get out of the situation to get what it is that you want. All right. So enjoy life. Take on a new challenge. Find peace within. Do something for yourself. Do what you must without routine. Break away from the mundane. Get to know yourself better. Take center stage. Okay? Do the job well. Motivate and help others and manage your emotions. Motivate and help others. Now, when it comes down to motivating and help others, in the state of loneliness, you have a tendency to go down into a ditch of self pity, right? And then that's that woe is me, woe is me. I don't have this, I don't have that. So I must not be this, and so I must not be that. Okay, I'm never going to get this. You become bitter, and bitter have a nasty bite, right? And so it's like it's dark down there in that ditch of self-pity, and in most cases I will tell you to run through and leap over, but in this case I can't tell you to run through and leap over. Why? Because it's dark down there in that ditch of self-pity. All right, and if you start running in the dark, you could only hurt yourself more, right? So this is a case where I don't want you to run in the dark. I want you to feel around in the dark. All right. Manage your emotions is about feeling. Okay. And then understanding why, trying to understand why you feel the way you're feeling. Feeling around in the dark. Okay. This happened. Why? It didn't happen because it's punishment. It didn't happen because it's punishment. A lot of times people don't understand that they are chosen. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, you have to go through the things that the chosen have to go through to get to the destiny that the chosen needs to get to. And this means sometimes you have to be broken down to unbrokenness. Okay? Because the reason why is because your pieces have purpose. Okay, your pieces have purpose. You're going to become like glass mosaic, like decoupage. Okay, trust and stop. You're going to become like a glass mosaic or decoupage. All right. I don't know who that was, but you can go to some of these cathedrals and some of these castles in the of old, and you'll see like that they're still here, and a lot of their artwork is basically broken glass that they turned into murals, and it's just beautiful. That's your destiny, my friend. Okay. All right. You are here to get somebody over to the other side. And so that means that you are actually designed, or will be designed, to carry and to hold. All right? Because you are that chalice. You are that vessel that is full, that gets filled up to pour over and trickle onto somebody else. That's you. That's your portion. So your pieces have purpose. And so right now, in order for you to meet your destiny, you have to prepare and become not worthy. You have to become prepare and become strong enough to endure what might oppose you on the way. See, you might see that ditch as a trap right now, but that ditch is not a trap. That ditch is actually your safe place. That ditch could be your safe place when a tornado's coming. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And so while it's not good, for some people, it's the way you look at it. It becomes good for you. All right. It's about seeing your wilderness differently. Remember, I told you about that? You got to see things differently. All right. Feel around in your dark. Feel around in your dark. When I first starting doing this thing and on social media, I started writing. I wrote my first two books. I was feeling around in the dark. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. I just knew what I couldn't do. And what I couldn't do was give up. I tried that before. Can't do that, okay? All right? So I started to feel around in the dark. I started to act as though I was, although I was not. I started to act like I was healed. I started to act like I was better, okay? I started to act, meaning I started to take action. I started to feel around in the dark, and then guess what happened when I started to feel around in that dark after I stopped crying about being in the dark? I found a ladder, and then I began to climb out of that ladder. And then next thing you know, I'm out of that ditch. I'm out of the dark, and I can see some light. It wasn't easy for me when I got back up. It was still challenges, even to this day. But I learned when I was in that dark that if I would just feel around, if I would just try, if I would just put forth the effort, if I would just if I would just do what I need to do when I need to do it, if I would just learn, if I would just keep going, hmm I was gonna overcome anything. And that's when I started learning to run through and leap over. hmm See, I was down there in that ditch for so long. Then I got hungry. You got to be down in that ditch too long. You get up, you get hungry. You're like, I gotta find me some food. Most people will be weak when they get out that ditch. No, not me, baby. Do I look like I miss a meal? I don't. Not me, baby. I begin to run. I'm running now. Okay. You get a taste of something good, and then you get down in that ditch. You get a taste of something good. It's like somebody was dropping fruit down to me while I was down in that ditch. They was just dropping some essence, some sustenance down there. And I wanted to find whoever that was that dropped that sustenance. And so I started running through and leaping over, running through and I'm running, running through and leaping over. You better run. Somebody throwing sustenance to you. Catch that. Take a bite of it. Get nourished and run, okay? All right, so some things that we do not want to do today. We do not want to be obsessive. We do not want to waste our alone time. Don't waste your alone time. Don't be needy. Do not neglect yourself. Do not neglect others. Do not overly thrill seek. Do not be fickle. Do not seek instant gratification. Okay? Don't seek instant gratification because you are here to obtain something that is lasting. And so it's not going to happen overnight, so to speak. It might seem like it when it happens, but what it is that you're here to acquire is your destiny. Where it is you're trying to make it to is your destiny. So you got to go on an adventure, all right, so that you can learn how to be magical. And let me tell you about magic. What is magic really? Magic, I told you a little bit about this before, stems from uh, a certain kingdom where they were basically really knowledgeable really spiritual people. All right. They knew how to work with nature. They knew how to, they were in tune and enlightened. That's what a magician is. They're magi. All right. They're protectors of the truth. Did you ever watch The Mummy? Trust and Stop. Did you ever watch The Mummy? And you remember on the mummy, well, I don't remember what his name was, but when they were in Egypt, there was this like the Magi, and he would, like, he was standing a distance on his horse, and he would just watch them from afar, and they were protectors of the hidden, the secrets. That's what a magi is. The three wise men were magi. Okay. David's, oh shoot, here we go. All right. David's oracle, Anapole. I did it again. What was Bathsheba's grandfather's name?
According to Wikipedia, a man named Ahithophel is also mentioned in 2 Samuel.
Okay. Okay. It's Ahithophel. Okay. I do that all the time. But, anyways, Ahithophel, he was a magician. All right. AKA an oracle. Okay. Because you know how names transition. Just like oracle went from oracle to something else, to prophetess, to something else, to, they have different names. But the three wise men were magicians. Ahithophel was a magician, which was Bathsheba's father, which was Bathsheba's grandfather, which was the father of Eliam, or Elam, however you want to call him. All right, is the grandfather of of Bathsheba. All right, and so he was an oracle of David, aka a magician. So the information that Solomon had, that information was passed on through his bloodline. It wasn't something that just came from nothing. Bathsheba would have taught her son the knowledge of her father and her grandfather. So Solomon, it was not a coincidence that Solomon was born to David and Bathsheba. Okay? It wasn't a coincidence at all. Because if you know like I know, then you know. Okay? So that's where the concept of magic comes from. Magi, magicians. Solomon would have been thought of to be a magician. All right. All right. He would have been thought of to be a magician in this time. Okay. But it's just a wise man or a wise woman that they're so wise that they become magical. For instance, let me give you an example. Some days I know what's going to happen before it happens. I know if there's somebody going to be showing up at my house. Okay. And if I wanted to, I can elude that person. Some people will call that magic, but really, it's wisdom. Okay. I told you yesterday that this would happen. One of my neighbors, unexpectedly, I told him that my lawnmower didn't work. And they asked me what kind of lawnmower was it. And I told them what kind of lawnmower was it. And so unexpectedly, and I got to hurry up and do this because I'm on call right now. But unexpectedly, yesterday, uh, they brought me some, ooh, child, they brought me some pickled onions because I had made some pickled onions and I took, I love this reciprocity. I made some pickled onions and I had took them some pickled onions and some pickled kale. And so they finally said, oh, we tried that pickled kale, girl. Mm-mm. It was so stringy. But so they brought me some pickled onions that I cannot wait to get into. And and then Brian, he brought me some keys to my lawnmower because I can't find the keys to my lawnmower, my riding lawnmower. So here I am, uh, pushing an electric lawnmower on 14.5 acres. Can you imagine? But anyways, so that's kind of what magic is about. It's pretty much using wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Once you start using wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and you know what your purpose is, and you know who you are, okay, and you're connected and you're aligned with nature, and you respect Mother Earth, you become magical, okay? All right. I guess some of us is just natural. We're born with it, but it's we're born with it because of the phase of life that we passed on, okay? And some of us just who we are, all right? So that's what that is. So do not be reckless, do not overdo it, do not be inappropriate, do not be selfish, do not be inconsiderate, and do not be too attached, okay? All right. You remember I was talking about this journey. I think I talked about the journey yesterday that you have to go on as the chosen of God. And that's why you are broken down to the point of being unbreakable. Just like the clay that's molded that has to go into the fire. Just like the grape that has to be pressed before it becomes wine. Okay? So it's a process that you have to go through to get to progress, and the progress is your destiny. All right. But if you're too attached to the old, then you will not be able to move into the new. All right. So you want to move towards the new. Okay. And so, some things to remember. Remember to celebrate your aloneness. Remember, lonely does not mean alone. Remember, your presence speaks before you do. Remember, there are consequences for actions and the lack thereof. Remember, there are great adventures within. Remember to remain calm no matter what. All right. That's important today. Remember, working with others often gets done faster. Hey, but you have what it takes to do what you need to do anyways, even if don't nobody else want to help you. Remember, only share what you must about your plan. All right. Remember, silence has strength. Learning. We need to try. Okay. Need to try. Passion, confidence, ideas, be calm, attention. Yes, you need attention. Oh, he watched me, girl. Oh, I knew he was watching me. Oh goodness. But self-assurance. Okay, pleasure, imagination, inspiration, visualization, creative expression, to think outside the box, opportunity, release, and self-discovery. All right. Uh, so some ways to be original, be exciting, be charismatic, be irresistible, be adventurous, be understanding, be energetic, be social, be friendly, be bold and daring, be of service, innovative, and hype hypnotic. Yeah, you want to be hypnotic, okay? You just want to draw them in. Uh-huh, with what you exude. Okay, just draw them in. They're just be drawn to you. Okay, just drawn to you. Okay, be inspirational. All right. So I have a chicken outside that is eating the dog's food. That's why they're barking. She's been out there all day. All right. So um, let's get into the words of the day before I'm really interrupted. My phone started ringing. Dogs start barking. So today's energy, uh it's about people being down, and today's downness is about they're being down because of the fact that they feel alone. All right. So I have down, I have depression, people wondering about when they're going to meet their soulmate, their twin flame, um unfair situations, people being mean, um look like she's losing her life out there, because sounds like it. So one of the dogs must have got loose. um The chicken might feel like my dogs are being mean. Mane is a word of the day. So if you have horses, like horse hair, mane, like mane and tail, dog mane, that type of thing. Something might be significant. Hey, Trustin, stop! Cut it out! Goodness gracious. Dispense. Dispense is the word of the day. Magnet and two. So we get attraction today. I'm getting something of it's about two energy things being attractions, things coming together, people being drawn and attracted to, okay? Like magnet, something significant about magnet. But here's the thing with magnet and magus. Did you know that Mary Magdalene was able to heal with magnets? Did you know that? Oh, trash man's outside. Yes, Mary Magdalene was able to heal with magnets. hmm She was the greatest at it. All right. So here's the thing. So it's a possible thing. I didn't know that it was a possible thing. All right, and that it's possible to heal with magnets. All right. And Mary Magdalene coming up is not a coincidence, okay? Because we get Magus, all right? Um, Mary Magdalene, it was not called Mary Magdalene. She was not called Magdalene. She was called Magda, all right? And so so Magda, Mary Magdalene was a magician. Y'all ain't ready? Y'all ain't ready. Mary Magdalene was a magician, and that magician ended up becoming, the high priest, high priestesses, right? She was a magician, a Magda, all right? Mountain, all right? The mountain of God. That's Mary Magdalene. All right. So that's why she was able to heal with magnets. That's why she knew things before it happened. Mary Magdalene was not just anybody. There was the reason why Mary Magdalene walked with Christ, other than the obvious. But other than the obvious, she didn't need no man. Okay, let me tell you this. Mary Magdalene did not need no man because she had her own. Okay, she had money. Uh-huh. She came from a rich line. She was a queen. Y'all better go look at your history and don't think that anything I'm telling you cannot be found in history. Mary Magdalene was a queen, the one you call Mary Magdalene. All right. So here's this thing. So she had money. All right. Now the 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 reason why this is coming up is because Magus, all right, Magda, she is from the line of Bathsheba. All right. And if I'm just gonna like put it out here, she is Bathsheba. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Can I tell you the truth and shame the devil? Bathsheba and Mary Magdalene were one and the same. Yes. Just like Mary, Queen of Scots, and Mary Magdalene were one and the same. In my end is my beginning. All right. Only the chosen is going to be ready for this type of information, but I'm trying to let you know what is possible when it comes down to reincarnation because a lot of you think you're crazy. No, you're not crazy. It's not a dream, baby. It's a memory. All right? You were there. Okay? So, the reason why I'm telling you that Mary Magdalene and Bathsheba were one and the same is because I want you to know how Mary Magdalene got the information that she got just because she came from the line of magicians. All right. So, can you see the two kingdoms? You have the line of the magicians, and then you have the line of the, I'm going to call them the Jews. Okay. All right. I'm going to call them that. All right. So, you have two lines that are not really different lines, they are really the same bloodline, but they become two kingdoms. All right. You have the two kingdoms. You have what England would show as a unicorn and a lion. Okay. You have the lion. All right. And then I don't want to say the lamb because that's not the case. You have the sun and the moon, two different kingdoms. One over here that's more religious, and the other over here that's more spiritual. I don't know what they're going to tell you, friend, but I'm telling you the truth. All right? Reincarnation is a real thing. And the fact that, now don't even let me get into, y'all ain't ready. Don't even let, I'm not going to get into that. But I'm just trying to let you know of the reason why you have magic. And you have magic because people were, they took advantage of their loneliness. They took advantage of their alone time. And instead of being saying, woe is me, they start to ask why. And when they started to ask why, they started to see patterns and synchronicities. And they started to notice, when I do this, this happens. When, for instance, I told you about when I was cleaning the graveyard, and every time I cleaned the graveyard, something happened. I received some kind of gift after I cleaned the graveyard. So it's noticing certain patterns. I noticed a pattern that on this day at this time that I'm going to see a cop today. I noticed a pattern. That's what makes me an oracle. Okay? Because once you know a pattern, once you see the pattern, then you know how to make adjustments around that pattern to prevent yourself from being in danger. That's why before, when you really become a master of life, you can elude some people that think they're going to harm you, but don't know that by the trying to harm you, they have already harmed themselves. Okay? Because they ain't never going to be able to catch you because you're running through and leaping over. All right. So let me get back to the energy of the day before I get a phone call. All right. So, yeah. So Mary Magdalene, she healed with magnets. She was not one of the greatest at it. She was the greatest at it. All right. She worked with energy. All right. Even crystals. All right. And so tame is a word of the day. Amen is a word of the day. All right. So we are going to get some religious energy out here today. All right. We're going to get some spiritual energy out here today too. And that's not so much a bad thing. Hopefully we get some balance between the two. Um, Here's the difference between amen. The difference between someone who says amen is this. This is what I say. I often say, I don't say amen. And the difference between me and those who do is that they say amen and I say a God. I'm uncomfortable with men being in my amen, okay? Because that's me credit. I feel like I know what it's for, okay? I know what it means. I know where it stems from, okay? Before we go there. But it's just something about that amen that just gets to me. So I don't say amen. I say a God. A God. All right? If you hear me say amen, I'm saying amen to appease your ears. But I take man out the equation. It's not a man, it's a God, depending on who you're talking about. Won't he do it? A God. Okay. All right. So dang is a word of the day, like dang. And there was another one that says the other one too. And so it's going to be something shocking today. Like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. All right. Tabulate is a word of the day. Baby, I don't know what tabulate means. So, we're not going to feign knowledge, because that's lesson, that's life mastery 101. You don't feign knowledge. If you don't know something, ask. What do tabulate mean?
Here's the definition of tabulate: arrange data in tabular form.
Ah, all right. Duh, tabulate. All right, so that's what is going to be the energy for the next few days. We're going to see somebody arranging something. They could be arranging, tabulating, um, some kind of computer system, some kind of program. Um, so it's like arranging something, okay? And I'm gonna see later on what that is that they're arranging. All right. So, because I'm getting a lot of administration words for today. And so this could be like on a, and political is, a politician is um in the word of the day. So this is on a political level. This is on a worldwide massive level. All right. I'm getting sound. All right. Sound and loud. You might also hear a loud sound today. A call, may get a call, unexpected phone call. Um, may have some kind of breaking news that takes center stage, because there's a lot of words of today. Okay. Something significant about a name, a gentleman. Okay. Um, agent. Okay. Somebody like an agent, like a special agent or something. All right. So this is just giving me like a wow factor moment. Like, if you thought this thing, okay, the trumpet sounding, if you thought the trumpet sounding in pen uh was something, and if you thought the dropping out of him was something, the way this daily energy is telling me, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait one, give it 3 days, okay? Give it 3 days. There's a build up, something about an agent, okay, a gate. Somebody might be trespassing. All right, a lot of frustration. This is going to be big because I get mega. All right, mega. All right, so we get amen, we get mega. This is a mega church, mega situation. Mega is in the word of the day. Something prominent is going to happen with this mega. Amen. So I'm getting, it could be a mega church with an agent. Okay. Uh, I'm not even going to speak that into existence. All right. So, because what I'm thinking, I'm hoping does not happen. All right. So I'm not going to speak it, because if I speak it, then it's guaranteed to happen. And I'm not going to speak it. Okay. Surprise is the word of the day. All right. So you remember when I told you something shocking? Something shocking is about to get ready to happen. And it's like, it's really going to shock the world. Okay. Cherry is a word of the day. Gina is a word of the day. Dent is a word of the day. Like putting a dent in something. Tend is a word of the day. It's a gamble, a wager. Okay. A lot of people are going to be gambling today. All right. Maybe it's like a world poker series or something. I don't know that's happening. Date people. A lot of people are going to be going on dates tonight. Uh-huh. We might hear something about a date, dates going wrong, dates going right. Um, if you're feeling lonely, somebody gonna be doing something about that loneliness. All right. Gina, something significant about Gina. Nat. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I had to look over there at my fruit on the table, make sure no gnats are over here flying around. But gnat is significant. Okay, so the gnats over the next 1 to 3 days, you may have to just be Gem is significant. Gem is significant, like gemstone. All right, might be significant. Um, over the next 1 to 3 days. Mad people are going to be big mad, mad as in mad men. All right. Uh, neat. Make sure you dress neat for this date. Uh, make sure you might upset. Oh, that's what it is. Obsessive compulsive energy is coming in. Obsessive compulsive energy. All right. To where everything's got to be neat, order, and routine. But for you today, it's not. It's about you trying to, like, stay out of the routine today. Just do something that you would not normally do. Like for me, when I was in school, somebody, I was agoraphobic, and I I didn't want to be touched. Don't touch me. I had a hard time leaving my house. And so I deliberately did the things that I was uncomfortable doing. Now, I still didn't go around shaking nobody's hand. Now, COVID-19 helped me to understand why I didn't do it, because intuitively I must have known that something was going to happen. But I deliberately bought this farm because I was OCD, deliberately, uh to get over that, because I knew the farm was going to be dirty. See, you see a lot of flies flying around now, but there was a time in my life, no. No. Okay. All right, because I can't stand it, if I'm being honest. And so, but I did the things that I was uncomfortable with so that I could overcome it. That's how you face that thing head on. All right. I even went, to be honest with you, I went to this reptile store one time to hold a snake. I just couldn't do it. That time. I'm gonna do it one day. I just couldn't do it at that time. I ain't doing it. Not yet. All right. But med is significant. Med, like medical doctors, hospitals, something's going on, okay? Somebody might be trying to take out another mega church, okay? Unfortunately, um, that's what they're doing this today. That's what they're doing, okay? Unfortunately, something about GED, something about nag. All right. So, nagging energy, okay? So you stay out too late tonight, um, you might get nagged, okay? Something about nag, met, end, endings and beginnings, get, tag. Uh, so we're seeing what they've been doing over the last couple of days. They're trying to tag people, to identify people, and they're doing this in a way to where most people don't even know that's what they're doing. But I know it. I know it. All right. So tan is significant. Ant is significant. Ted is significant. 10 is significant. Eat is significant. T, net, and tad. Okay. Tad, like just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Child, you better eat. Going on these dates, eating like a rabbit. No. You better look. That was always at first, like going on these days. That's why when I date people that I'm pretty much comfortable with. Baby, I'm country. I'm country. Okay, it ain't no slurping no soup for me. I can't hide it if I want to. When I get in, I get in. Okay, I can't just be like, I can't. Yeah, I mean elbows just in there, just like yo. I'm talking about all in on some food, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. That's part of the problem. That's why your girl need to to work on herself a little bit more because she put the elbows on the table. She put the elbows on the table. She get into it. But I ain't no rabbit. Okay, I ain't no bird. So I ain't finna eat no rabbit and no bird food like that. All right. So affirmation. I gain understanding in silence. I need to gain some understanding in silence. Journal point prompt is I gain. Okay. I gain. We are still in the Wayne and Gibbous moon, I think. All right. The emo check is aloneness provides a sense of independence and freedom. The time spent alone allows you to pursue your own interests and hobbies without external pressures or distractions. In addition, being alone can help you recharge and rejuvenate. However, it is important to remember that even when seemingly alone, you are really never, and I said never, never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never alone. Okay. Some things that may happen today, you may have difficulty sleeping. You may want to work out. You may be asked for your help. You may feel frustrated. You may feel low in esteem. You may feel lonely. It is a day to recreate and manifest. I love you, my friend. I really do. You take care of yourself and each other when you can. Take care of you first, because you gotta be full so that you can pour out onto others. And today is your day to fill your cup. Do what you want to do. All right. Get out there and do something while you can. Okay. Tomorrow's gonna be busy. Tomorrow's gonna be cleaning. All right. Clean, clean, clean. Tomorrow, do a deep cleaning tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow, you want to do some self care and work on yourself. Do some self care. Okay. I love you so much. All right. Hearts go out. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Hearts go out.